disparities, that our scholarship was not getting the attention it needed, and that we weren't providing opportunities on every level. And so we took that activity back to the chapter and did it. It took like an hour.
Yeah.
And how exactly we did it is we split every person up into a specific like learning objective, and then had them stand up and advocate if they thought a program applied to that. It was cool because I think where we really got the buy-in was not the programs where everyone thought it applied to them, but it was the program like the Big Little program where no one stood up and no one thought that it applied to their objective. And we realized that we were really missing the mark on some of these programs. And I think once the chapter, it was definitely like a chapter experience to realize where our empty spots were. And so then moving forward, people were so much more invested and could really realize why we were focusing on certain programs. We've also I think been very good through this process about bringing everything back to the chapter and making it just an open discussion, and maybe not coming to that discussion with this is the answer, so we're going to make sure everyone's on board, but really crafting the idea out of the chapter. So
also the crew program, so we just started a new position, director of crews, and she's in charge of, so every position has 3 to 5 people under them, that's their crew, and they help delegate all of the duties to them, and that's created a lot of buy-in from. So every chapter member is assigned to a crew. So that's created buy-in within every member, feeling like they have an impact on the chapter with something that they're doing. So I know during recruitment, we had part of the crew system was we had day directors. So instead of having the recruitment officers plan every party, decide what to wear, arrange the tablecloths, whatever, we had day directors who were in charge of that. And I know one of the day directors, she came up after to our head of recruitment and was this is the first time I felt like I have had an impact on this chapter. I'm doing something that is directly affecting us, and it was the first time that she kind of had that power or had felt that before. So that was really cool, and the crew system is helping a lot and reaching those fringes of people that felt like they didn't really play a role before, and now they have responsibilities. They have someone to answer to, and they are have expectations required of them.
Yeah. I just think so when I stepped into director of rituals, I didn't realize, or I guess I was aiming for it, but didn't realize that I would also be Panhellenic president. And so I've missed probably half of the formal rituals we've had so far because I've just not been able to be there. And I hate that, but I thought it was going to be a terrible thing. I think I got some criticism that I think was well-deserved as well. But the cool thing that happened that I think we're going to apply in the future is that I started asking my crew to fill in and administer the ritual. And that's been really cool.
Really cool.
Because we had a sophomore member do the first ritual on bid day with our new members. And that was just awesome. I think it's been cool for me to be able to, I have to really be on my game so that I can teach this to someone else. And then that conversation that I'm having with the sister that's stepping in for me ends up being, awesome. We're really analyzing the ritual and, digging deep into the actual words and, why do we do this? I don't know. Let's talk about it. And then when she's able to give that to the chapter and then discuss it afterwards, that's creating
it makes it much more accessible to everyone when you see, instead of Ellie up there doing it, a face that you have never seen up there performing the ritual, and that's pretty powerful for the person and for everyone else involved watching that happen.
Yeah. So moving forward, I intend to be there for every ritual moving forward. It's just a couple of flukes, but I'm going to continue to be doing that, to having members step in for me and be the ones that speak and be the ones that deliver this message to the chapters. So I think that's something we're going to be applying in other positions as well. It was an accidental consequence.
Anything else? All right.